We are just rocking up to one of the dreamiest setups I've probably ever seen in my life. It's ridiculous. It's just like firing, big blue walls. About to jump off the boat and surf all afternoon, which is what boat trips are about. Okay, so just came in from real fun session at this right. We rocked up to the most flawless lineup like you've ever seen in your life. It was fucked up. Just like a real gentle offshore, electric blue water. When we first got here it was a little bit crowded because there's a few boats in the area, and that was like the wave that was going to be the best today. So there was a bit of crew on it, but then sort of as we paddled out, crew just kind of dispersed, and yeah, we more or less had it to ourselves, which is just ridiculous. Yeah, the wave was really fun, like good carve sections. Ended up surfing for like 3 hours, so feeling pretty toasted after that, to be honest. So yeah, we just pulled up to where we're going to surf, which is this little left up there, and then just all around us is just fish, all different types of sharks. Look at that thing! Massive!
It's like being in an aquarium.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So the nurse sharks are these ones, massive sandpaper looking ones. Wow! And then the little ones that you can see are reef sharks. Right, we're gonna go swim with some of these nurse sharks. Apparently super friendly. Still look a bit scary to me. actually like? Well, I guess it largely depends on the boat you're on. I guess you get some boats that are really plush and luxurious, and then you get some boats which are pretty bad, I guess. I mean, I've only got this one to go off. This is the only boat trip that I've done, and to me this boat was way better than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I was definitely pleasantly surprised with everything on the boat. I'm gonna show you around, show you what it's like. This is like the back deck, I guess. Kitchen, never been in there. That's where the chef's hard at work cooking our dinner for when we get back for surfing, which is very, very lucky. And then down here is like where the little boat, or the Donny as it's locally known, pulls up. Stairs, and then up to the top deck. Yeah, bit of a lounging area. Good little spot to stretch and just hang out, watch the waves. Yeah, it's absolutely roasting up here right now. And then there's like the board area, seats, hangout spot, everyone's surf stuff drying up there, board rack, loads of boards and whiteboards. There's the captain's area. Yeah. This is the view from the front. Spot to sit there. Waves out there, waves out there, waves out there. Kind of 3 different spots. So going back down the stairs. Into the, and then down there you've got like the crew quarters. And this bit is like the main part of the boat. This is the food area where we eat. A couple of bedrooms through the back there. Eating / working area. And down into the depths of the boat. Bedrooms there. And there. And then my room right at the end. And yeah, there we go. This is my room. Let's wipe the light on. So rooms are pretty sick. Kind of got, yeah, 2 beds there, even though there's only one of me for this trip, which is really lucky. Got AC down there, which is pretty essential. There's all my camera and whatnot over there, all that equipment. And then through there, just got an ensuite toilet and shower as well. So yeah, pretty spacious boat. I guess one of the big things is like how many people are actually on the boat during the trips. So for us, we've only got 6 surfers, myself included, and then we've got Dale and Simon, the 2 guys who run Renegade Surf Travel. So that's 8 of us, and then we've got the crew as well. So we've got a local guide, we've got the captain, we've got a chef, and then we've got a guy driving the dinghy, and then another couple of guys driving, like just sort of running the ship basically. And it's really sick having the crew being amazing on this boat. Like anytime you want to go surfing, just jump in the dinghy straight out to the break. So in terms of a schedule, on these trips you're obviously just coming to get waves, and that's all you really want to do. And this is like a coaching trip, so we're basically focused on getting better at surfing. That's all we really want to do. So the schedule can be pretty intense. You know, if the waves are really, really good, you're waking up at dawn, going for a surf for a couple of hours, coming back in, having breakfast, might surf again after breakfast, come back in, smash some lunch, and then usually you have a bit of downtime in the afternoon in that really hot, intense part of the day, and then surf again in the evening. But it's just flexible, like depending on the conditions. You know, some days you might only surf once or twice if it's not so good. If it's pumping, you might even surf more. Quite a lot on this trip. I've been having like 3 surfs, and yeah, having like 2 long ones in the morning, like a really long middle session, and then having like a fairly long evening. Yeah, just long sessions all around basically. But yeah, the waves have been pumping for like the last 4 or 5 days, and yeah, obviously the Maldives is crowded, but you can't escape it if you've got a good local guide. And that's one of the other things here. Like, it's really sick having Edam, our local guide, for this trip, because he can take us to the right breaks on the right day. And yeah, it's been pretty spot on so far. We've scored some really, really fun waves, had perfect lefts to ourselves this morning and last night. We had some really sick rights the day before that. So it's kind of just been non-stop, and oh my god, you guys won't be able to see it from here, but just in the distance over there, there's so many waves breaking. It's unbelievable. Like I said, the food's been really good. You've got tea and coffee on the go, like constantly, whenever you want. You just have everything done for you so you can concentrate on surfing and getting better, and that's why you pay so much money to come somewhere like this. And yeah, our trips focus around coaching, so in the evening we've been doing like video analysis sessions as well, and just like looking at everyone surfing and picking up a few things that we can get better at, including myself. Even though this is a trip for intermediates, it's been sick to like just sit down, look at the footage every night, and have that every single day, and have someone go, oh, okay, you can try just move your back foot here, and then we can compare it to like a professional surfer doing the same turn, and you can really like see what you need to do to improve. So I feel like the last couple of days I've been able to get that information from watching myself back, and then go and surf like the next day or the next session and apply it, and I really feel like I've improved. So that's been really sick. And I think surfed 3 times a day every single day apart from 2 of the days, so what's that, like 28 surfs? That's pretty sick. So just as a bit of a summary of a boat trip, this was my first ever one. It was a lot better than I expected. Like I just figured, like I haven't spent much time on boats, so I didn't really know what it was going to be like. I thought it would be a lot more cramped and less spacious. I guess that depends on the boat, but the boat we've had for this trip's been amazing. Solid crew, just do everything to help you out, and meals on the table like clockwork after every surf, tea, coffee, water whenever you want. And yeah, just ferry you out to the surf breaks whenever you want as well, which is obviously amazing. So this trip was actually an intermediate coaching trip that I just jumped on last minute, but as you can see, like the waves aren't just for intermediates. It's super fun, like just really rippable and like really perfect shape, but just with the softness that allows you to like rip into it. But that said, it's not as mellow as you might think. You know, the Maldives has that reputation for being really mellow compared to the Ments or Fiji, which it is, but at the same time it's still reef and it's still powerful, and it's still got shallow sections at some of the breaks. So it's definitely not somewhere you can come like straight after your first ever few beginner lessons and just rock up at one of these reef passes and start surfing. There's a little bit more to it than that. So if you want to come and sample some of these waves and get better at surfing in the Maldives in one of the most beautiful settings you could ever imagine, yeah, check out Renegade. I'll throw the link down in the description. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've had a sick time making it, obviously. Any questions regarding boat trips, fire away down in the comments. I'd be happy to help you out. Otherwise, it's goodbye from me, and I'll see you in the next episode.